this is Marie. Welcome to this space. So for tonight and for the coming few days, I'm actually doing a two-part series on coping with change, moving us towards a new stage in life. So I believe that due to the astrological configurations of this current period, many people are going through a lot of changes in their lives. And a lot of people are seeing that there's a new chapter starting out for them up ahead in their lives. So as I was meditating upon that and actually really assessing my own heart space, I find that in order to move on to the next chapter, it is so important for us to let go of the past and to face any residual memories that we're still holding on in our hearts, or anything that we haven't exactly faced honestly that is still lingering in our hearts. So for tonight's video, I like to do a little pick a card reading on messages from our hearts. So we'll be tapping into any messages that your hearts really wants to convey to you. These could be messages that you are already aware of, or these could be messages that you haven't exactly been able to face, or you haven't really wanted to look at. So I will try to deliver all these messages in a way that is as gentle as possible, so that it's easy for us to assess them and to look at them and heal through them. And so for the next few days, I'm not too sure how many days ahead it will be, but I will definitely be posting a video about the new chapters that we can look forward to in our lives. So after these retrograde periods, after all the eclipses, what do we have to look forward to in our lives? So for tonight's reading, we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, well, I should say group number 1, will be represented by this red stone here. So I'm going to bring it up for you to have a closer look. And group number 2 will be represented by this white stone here. Group number 3 will be represented by this stone here. Okay. So as you meditate upon the stones that resonate with you, I'm also going to spray some white light in the area so that we can clear the space and really get right into the reading. Okay. So thank you again for clicking onto this video. I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group number 1. If you've picked this red stone, this will be your reading. So first of all, I am going to draw some tarot cards to look at what your heart has to say to you, any messages that they have. And then afterwards, we'll be looking at some angel cards and flower mandala cards as well. So I'll be starting off with the tarot first. So tapping into the heart space of the people who will be picking group number 1. Okay. So one more card, please. Okay, this one here. Just put this here. Alright, so let's take a look at which cards you have. You have the Star, that's really beautiful. You have the Ace of Pentacles, wow, very nice. Four of Wands, the Artist, and the Nine of Cups. And actually, after pulling out all your cards, I actually took a look at the back of the deck, and you have the Hanged Man. So I'm just feeling that this is telling me that this might be a period of your life right now where you're feeling like things are a little stalled and things don't seem to be moving ahead. But your heart is trying to let you know that actually you have a very beautiful dream inside of you. And this dream is definitely coming into manifestation in any way. And this is all starting from your heart space. So, right off the bat, taking a look at the Star card, I feel that you've come into this lifetime with a lot of dreams, a lot of aspirations as to what you want to do at a soul level. So these are dreams that are carried on into this life from I feel like your past incarnations, and actually they could also be somewhat of like ambitions that you've set for yourself, so goals, so things that you really want to overcome and really bring into physical manifestation. So I'm feeling that for some of you, these dreams might have been, so I'm drawn to the purple here. So for some of you, these dreams might have been up in the ethers, or they might have been a little more, they feel a little impossible, or really things are things that really need a miracle for them to succeed, things that are more of a magical nature. So magical, something that is not very much, seen as being possible in the world, or not very practical. But I feel that these are really these big dreams that your soul has for this lifetime, and that deep in your heart, you really know it's possible and you really want to achieve despite all the odds that could be against you. So I'm really seeing that your heart is set on these things that you really want to achieve in life, and being able to access that dream in your heart, being able to keep yourself away from the noises that might be around you, from what people tell you is possible or not, or what you see on social media, what they portray on mainstream media. Really keeping yourself away from all these things and focusing on, just that power, that belief, that feeling of what is right in your heart is really going to catapult you straight towards your dreams, I feel. So this card is really telling me that you have big dreams for this lifetime, and it's really also telling me for you to recognize these dreams, to believe in these dreams, so that you can move forward into the next chapter of your life, because they are definitely possible for you. So I'm also drawn to this woman dangling her foot into the water here, really her foot touching the water. So this is for me very symbolic of you really being in touch with the magical powers within you. And the fact that this is her foot touching the water makes me feel that in your life, in your everyday life, there is actually a lot of magic around you, and it is magic that you cast into your life. So even in very practical areas of your life that you're dealing with, you actually do utilize your magical powers a lot in handling these different practical matters. So I'm just thinking, like, say for example, if you're at the post office, let's say, and there are different queues in front of you, and you really do have a very good sense, very good intuition as to which queue to pick, so that you can move on faster ahead in your day, or so that you'll be serviced by a nicer person at the counter. So this is you really tapping into your magic in your everyday life. And the fact that you're able to do that is really your heart really wanting to remind you of that and to see how magical you are and to acknowledge these dreams that you have and know that these are all possible for you. So the other thing I'm also seeing that your heart really wants you to know and to really tap into and feel in your heart is all the gifts and blessings that have been bestowed upon you in your life. I'm feeling that your heart also wants you to relax a little and to enjoy all the blessings that you already have, to really see them and to relax into them a little more, because these are all gifts that have been brought to you due to your heart's yearnings, your heart's desires from the past. They have all manifested for you, and a lot of them were given to you by other people out of kindness or out of really wanting to help you succeed in your journey. So your heart really wants you to tap into these blessings that you already have and to enjoy yourself a little more. And along the same lines, the same message, I'm feeling that your heart wants you to celebrate your life, to really go out and have fun, to be with the friends that you already have, to be with the people around you, to really join in the dance. Let's see, right now in my head, there's that image of a community, a beautiful community with many different people and festivals. And really, your heart wants you to join in and be part of this community. This could be your friend group or your family or just a group of people around you that is very supportive of your heart and that you're able to connect to at a heart level. Your heart is really wanting you to celebrate and enjoy life a little more and to participate in any festivities that might be going on around you. So really be in that energy of celebration, of fun, of joy. And with the artist here, I feel that there is so much more that your heart wants to manifest for you, and that your heart knows that these things are all possible. Your heart really wants you to tap into your powers of imagination and really see for yourself all these things that you can create. So your heart is saying that whatever that you've created for yourself, whatever that is being manifested, these things do not stop there. You're going to keep dreaming more. You're going to keep creating more. And there's a sense that whatever you create is part of these beautiful dreams and aspirations that your heart has, your soul has for you, that your heart knows about, that you really want to bring into manifestation in this lifetime. So definitely from this card is all about allowing yourself to dream big and to indulge in your fantasies a little, to really be a little wilder in your imagination of what is possible, of what you want to create in the world. So your heart knows that all these things are possible for you. So it's also about allowing yourself to overcome any thing that your logical mind is telling you that you're not able to do. So basically, this is what I feel this card is saying. With Nine of Cups here, I feel that deep in your heart, there's a feeling of really being satisfied with your life, the way things have been. Or it's also letting me know, actually, there's a double message in it. So it could be that you're already very satisfied in your life. You can feel in your heart, you're resonating with this energy. Or this could be a message from your heart to let you know that you've actually achieved a lot in life, and your heart really wants you to be able to relax into this energy of peace, of feeling satisfied, of feeling proud of yourself. Your heart wants you to acknowledge all these things that you've already done and to see how far you've come. So I'm also drawn to the purse here that's dangling on the belt of this man. I feel that your heart is trying to say that there is abundance that you have in your life, and your heart wants you to tap into this abundance that is already in your life. Really tap into that energy and to feel it being there. So to feel this money or any support that you're needing, to feel that these things are already there for you, and to feel also the emotional energy of being satisfied, of having everything that you need. But overall, I'm really getting a message that your heart wants you to relax into life a little more. And even if you might be in a period of waiting for something to start out in your life, for the next chapter to really manifest itself into physicality, to be a little more evident in your life, your heart is saying that it would be very nice if you could enjoy the current moment, because this is what you're actually feeling deep at the soul level, that everything is actually going very well for you. Everything is very harmonious. Everything is running peacefully according to your plan, and that you do have all the support you need. You have everything you need. So let me see if there's any more message from this spread that I'll need to deliver. I think this is actually about it. So let me get some angel therapy cards here to see if there's anything else that your heart wants to say to you, or any healing that you need at the heart level. I'm also drawn to this wing here at the foot of this man. So I feel that if you're not feeling free to manifest your dreams, to really see a much bigger dream that is possible for you, your heart is wanting you to, again, be free. Be free in your thinking, to not let the logical mind dictate so much what you think is possible and not possible in your life, because you are a star. You are somebody who is capable of really bringing these things into manifestation. And for so long, this is what your soul has been planning to do. And this is all these dreams that you have. These are all part of the, your plans for this lifetime at the soul level. And at the divine level, I think that this is definitely possible. As long as you really wish for it. I feel that the universe, God, your angels, your spiritual team, they all have your back. So actually one card popped out and fell onto the floor. I'm going to have to pick it up now. Okay, so the card that you have is Archangel Raphael. So it says here, the healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work. So I feel that it could also be that your heart is very much connected to the energy, the healing energy of Archangel Raphael. It could be that you have actually done a lot of work previously to heal your heart and get it into this state of really being at peace, of being of celebrating life. And if you're not there yet, then this card is saying that Archangel Raphael could be the archangel that can help you with it. And there's also a sense that I'm getting that as you heal yourself, you heal the people around you, and you're able to exude healing energy at the heart level that really soothes the people around you. And this healing is actually going to propel you forward so that you can change, your surrounding energy, all the energies that are surrounding you, and actually bring everything into alignment so that, like the Four of Wands card, you can really have a firm foundation, a firm, a very stable kind of situation that unfolds into your life, into a harmonious outcome for everybody involved. So let me actually also pull some healing mandala cards for you at the moment. But this spread is actually very peaceful and very beautiful. I feel like if you haven't already done the healing work at the human level, your heart has all the answers already. Your heart already has the energy to bring you into the next chapter in your life. So I'm really feeling that at the heart level, you're not needing so much healing. Everything seems very balanced and very complete and very beautiful. So you have this card here, the begonia and the rose. Okay. So actually these two cards both speak to me about completion, about really returning to a state of purity at the heart level, a state of joy, a state of really looking forward in life. I think you're definitely very much able and prepared to move on to the next stage of your life. So from this card here, I feel like if if you've been hurt in the past, if there's been hurt and wounds and things like that, you've actually really healed from all these things. At the heart level, you're very much healed, and you're very much replenished by divine love, and you're actually really ready to start anew in life. So whites being a very pure and very basic color that is easily stained or dyed by other colors, I feel like this is you really starting on a clean slate at the heart level to so really being in a state of being ready to move on into the next stage of your life. And with the begonia here, I feel that there's so many beautiful things that are blossoming for you at the heart level. So many beautiful dreams that are coming true for you. There's a sense that these things are also, slowly unfolding, slowly showing themselves in your life. And there is a lot of abundance, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness ahead for you, I feel, from these cards. This is really a card that is speaking to me of your heart blossoming, your heart's really opening itself to all these beautiful things are coming into your life. So I'm going to pull some heart messages last of all. So these are messages that are coming from your heart, speaking to you directly. So they're really messages that I hope can help you tap into your heart more, or to get to know your heart a little more. So these are cards that I've made, and messages are, and I've channeled these messages before this reading. So for the people who've picked group number 1, can we have a heart message, please? I feel like you have these two on your cards. So let's see. Okay, so the first card here says, let's have fun and enjoy life. We're done taking care of all the serious stuff for now. All right, so this definitely resonates with all these other cards that we've picked and the messages that I've picked up. Okay, and here's the second card. You are beautiful. All right. So group 1, these are your messages. You're definitely looking like you're ready to start the next chapter of your life. So please stay tuned to the next video that is coming up, which I'll be looking into what you can expect from the next chapter of your life. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Bye! Hello group number 2, welcome to your reading. If you've picked this white stone here, this is your reading. First of all, I am going to draw some tarot cards for messages from your soul, from your heart. And afterwards, I'll be picking some angel therapy cards, flower mandala cards, and some heart messages that I've channeled for this reading. Oops, okay. So I feel like this card definitely wanted to come out. This one probably, but these might just be cards that fell out. Okay. Here. See, I wanted to create a heart-shaped spread, but for this pile, you might have a little too many cards for that. Okay, we'll manage to fit everything in. Okay, that's nice. So let's take a look at your first card. You have the King of Swords, and then the Eight of Cups, the Moon, Page of Wands, Nine of Swords, Four of Cups, and Eight of Pentacles. So I'm definitely feeling that you're still working at the heart level to overcome some of the things that might have happened in the past, to overcome some of the energies that might still be lingering there. And some of these energies are actually energies that might affect your manifestation process if you don't take care of them and heal them at the heart level. But please don't worry, because I feel that if your next chapter hasn't started yet, this is only because right now you're needing to heal and to really overcome these energies, to leave them behind so that they don't affect you anymore. So with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel that you've been working very hard at this process. I see you meditating here. I see you really trying to overcome any thoughts that might come into your head, trying to really block out things that people say, things that could be, coming into your life, into your consciousness, messages that feel very intrusive, that bombard you at the conscious level. So I see you really using meditation as a way of calming yourself, of sending away these thoughts. So even though this is a cup here, I'm seeing you as meditating to send away these thoughts that do not serve you, to send away energies or memories that no longer serve you. And you've been working very hard at the heart's level and on the conscious level. So I feel that your heart is really saying that, you're doing a good job at that. You're doing a good job of trying to heal your heart so that whatever that can be manifested for you in the next chapter can be all these beautiful dreams that you've had, all these beautiful things that truly nurture your emotion. There's a feeling that you need to really get your emotions into a place of health, of love, of balance to manifest these beautiful things that you are expecting in your life. And this is a beautiful time, a beautiful period for you to do that with different energies aligning, creating opportunities, creating situations where you're able to see things of the past and really heal them and move away from them, to meditate through them so that you're no longer affected anymore. So some of these things might still be haunting you, but the fact is that they are not really things that are, these are all part of the energetic residues from your memories. So they're not the actual events that have happened in the past. They might be things that you still recall when you see certain things in your life, or certain events might actually trigger these memories within you. But these are all just memories that are coming back from the past. So I feel like you're in a much better place right now in terms of your emotions, of where you are in life, to finally overcome them through meditation, through maybe working with a therapist or talking to different people, people who can really help you heal or who are good to you at the heart level. So there's a very strong feeling that I'm getting that right now you're actually still healing, you're still balancing out these emotional energies that have maybe skewed your life a little bit, and the things that you're seeing coming into your life and what is being manifested for you. But this is a period for you to do that so that when the next chapter really starts and things start coming into your life, you'll be able to see your dreams coming true, or at least more beautiful things that can be manifested, that can be recognized by you. So sometimes it's not even about the universe not manifesting these things into our lives. Sometimes it's about us recognizing these things when they do come about, when they do, when you do come across them. So we can oftentimes be so caught up in our memories of what has happened, or our expectations of the things that have happened in the past, based on the things that have happened in the past. And really, when you have this huge, beautiful blessing right in front of you, you're not going to be able to recognize it or to see it. But again, please don't worry, because I feel that whatever blessing that is meant to come into your life, they are going to keep coming in whatever shape or form. So as long as you're ready, as long as you are feeling ready to step out there, these things will start coming. And if it's one person or your soulmate or a divine counterpart that you're thinking about, you're not going to miss them. Even if you miss them once, the universe is going to align you so that you come into each other's, lives, or you cross paths over and over and over again until you finally, are able to interact in a way that is at the level of what your soul has planned for you for this lifetime. So definitely don't worry so much about missing these beautiful things or gifts or opportunities. They're going to keep coming. But definitely your heart is saying that you will be needing to heal right now at this period so that the next chapter of your life can actually ground itself into your reality, into your consciousness, and you'll be able to recognize these gifts when they come along. With the King of Swords here, I'm really seeing you as establishing very firm boundaries with yourself and with other people. So in terms of establishing boundaries with yourself, it is speaking about really allowing and disallowing certain memories to come into your head, or changing certain habits or the way you think about yourself, your expectations, and on the mental and logical level, what you allow yourself to believe can happen for you and what you allow yourself to believe is not possible for you in life. So there's a lot about changing the way you see yourself, your situation, the way you think about yourself, the way you speak to yourself. And all these changes are going to be reflected in your interactions with other people. So it's going to be reflected in the way you allow certain people to say certain things to you, or when you decide that enough is enough, I'm not going to let these people, be part of my life, or to give them a lot of time in my life because they are not saying things that really match up to how I feel inside, or I'm not going to pay them any attention because whatever they say is not true for me. So this is really you establishing a very firm boundary so that you can move away from emotional energies of the past and really come into a space that is much more emotionally healthy for you, much nicer to you and your heart. So this is what I'm seeing for you. And I feel that as you come into your powers more as the King of Swords, as you establish firmer boundaries within yourself and with other people, your heart is really able to shine, and the dreams that you've held in your heart will be able to come to fruition, or you'll be able to really be inspired as to the process of how this is going to happen, or to be able to recognize when these things come into your life. So definitely you need to be your own, your own protector, your own soldier when it comes to protecting your heart, when it comes to really allowing your heart to have a stronger say in your life, and protecting it so that you're holding it as a precious treasure, a precious blueprint for what you want to do, what you want to create at the soul level in this lifetime. I'm now going to draw some angel therapy cards for you to see if there's anything else your heart wishes to say, or any kind of healing that your heart is needing at this moment. Actually, no, I'm going to shuffle a little more. Feeling those 4 cards, but I feel like I want to shuffle a little more so that we can have really clean energy that is relevant to your reading. Okay, this one here. Heal away addictions. One more card, please. more card, please, for group number 2. Actually, you have 2 more. So definitely 3 are wanting to jump out. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Crystals. Okay. Crystals, with the crystals card, I'm definitely feeling that you're needing to purify your emotional energy, and this is, what you've been doing. If you're needing help, extra help, so that this process can be a little faster, or it can be a little more powerful. And if you want to keep, interferences away from your meditation process, because sometimes when we hold sad memories or memories that have more negative feelings, they can definitely interfere with our meditation process. Do employ the use of crystals, because they do help a lot in purifying your energy and to really protect you, guard your space. So actually, as I'm speaking, in my meditations recently, I've also been, very much affected by all the planetary energies that we're seeing happening right now. And I find that for me, this beautiful clear quartz crystal has been very helpful in helping me clear out my thoughts as I meditate. So I do feel and sense a profound difference when I hold this crystal in my hand as I meditate, because immediately I could, feel all these thoughts dissipating and they're no longer affecting me so much. So you could be somebody who is very sensitive to the energies and the thoughts of other people. It would be helpful for you to use crystals to help you protect your mental energy and your emotional energy and your whole energetic body, actually, when you meditate or when you do healing work on yourself. With the heal away addictions, I feel that this is speaking not so much to, actual addictions that you have, or addictions that we understand it to be on the, conventional level. You could be addicted to, substances or bad habits. It could be, this could be speaking of addictions in that sense. But for me, this card is also speaking to codependencies, or really needing to rely on something else on the energetic level or on the emotional level to have a greater sense of well-being. So this is really not something to be ashamed of, because different people are born into this life with different energetic configurations. And it could be that given your particular energetic configuration and the physical environment that you're born into, there are certain things that are not really matching up and that you're not really used to. So what I'm seeing with this card is that this might also be the case for you, and this is actually the root of a lot of, addiction problems or problems with codependency. It's when our original energy doesn't fit perfectly with the environment that we're in, or with the energy of the people that we are surrounded by. And this is all part of your soul's plan for you to download, the energy, the extra energy that you're needing, so that you can evolve into a newer version of yourself, so that you can really move away from certain past configurations, really going into a new and better version of yourself. So during this period of transition, oftentimes people would find themselves addicted to certain things so that they could feel more complete, because they're not finding that sense of completion or that sense of, wholesomeness from the environment that they're in, or from, the energy that they're receiving in their physical vessel, their physical bodies. And that is why sometimes addictions happen. So if this is your case, if this is happening for you, I'm feeling that doing this meditation work, doing this healing work that, you've been doing, or if you haven't started, please do start healing or meditating or finding different modalities to help you. But all these is really speaking of needing to download energy from your soul, from the divine, to help you elevate yourself in terms of your consciousness, your physical vessel, so that you're more filled up by these divine energies, and you're not needing so much to depend on other people, or the energy that other people can provide for you for your daily well-being. So I hope this was clear, and I think definitely this card is speaking of you at this time of your life, really downloading these extra energies so that you can stand on your own 2 feet energetically. Or this could be speaking of, on the physical level, to be independent and to be fully connected with your soul, with the divine, with the highest version of yourself. And as you heal, as you connect with crystalline energies, as you employ the help of crystals to help you balance your energies, to clear out any negative energies, I feel that you will find yourself coming more and more in touch with your emotions, with your intuitive feelings, with the feelings that is in your heart, so that you will be more in flow with whatever that life is about to bring to you, up ahead in the next chapter. So I'm drawn to these pink roses here. I'm seeing romance, I'm seeing love, I'm seeing just very soft, gentle energies that really nurture you at the heart level. So see how this woman, she's covering her heart. So a lot of nurturing at the heart level in all these things that are coming into your life in your next chapter, I feel. But this heart level energy, you will be able to access it at the energetic level yourself as you come into fuller alignment with the highest version of yourself, as you do a little more energetic work, so that you're coming into, on the energetic level, a more independent state, and you're not as affected by the energies of other people, the energies of the people that you've had to rely on in the past. So I'm going to put some flower mandala cards here just for healing, extra healing right now. But again, I feel that maybe it would be helpful too for you to connect with yourself after this reading, to see what is it that your heart really wants to say to you. I mean, part of some of these messages could be relevant to what is going on in your life, but some of it maybe not so much. So do connect with your heart a little bit. But this mandala, I hope, will be able to help you, as it will help the other people who will be viewing this this reading for group 2. I hope that this mandala is going to help connect you to your heart so that you can go on to the next level of your healing. Okay, wisteria. This is such a beautiful energy. So with all this purple and pink and orange here, definitely this is speaking of healing on all levels of the chakra system, healing on all levels of your energetic bodies, and also healing I'm feeling from past lifetimes, parallel realities, or healing at the level of your soul, really very large, multi-dimensional level. So this is really massive healing that you're undergoing at this current stage in life. This is really not something that is, at the level of you as a human being, you in this lifetime. This is healing on very large and I wouldn't say fundamental, because it doesn't feel that huge, but probably this is a healing that is really spreading out to all levels, all dimensional levels of who you are. And I feel like it's changing a lot of the different aspects of your soul, of your energy, and what you're actually going to bring forth in your life. So I'm going to draw some messages from the heart cards. These are heart messages that I've channeled for this reading. So just messages that I feel, I hope, will help you connect to your heart, or messages that your heart wishes to say to you, anything that they would like to draw your attention to, so that you can connect with your heart and be more at one with your heart. So messages for group 2, please. I'm feeling this one here. Okay, so this is your message. I'm not so sure if you're able to see it. You've done your best. Let God or the universe do the rest. So definitely, I feel that you're doing there's a lot of massive healing that is taking place for you. So for your next chapter that is coming in, all you need to do right now is really to relax, to lay to sleep any residual energies that are no longer serving you, that shouldn't be in your life, to lay them to rest, and to really find peace in your heart, so that the universe can bring to you anything that you've wished for. They could really have this new chapter flow into your reality much easier. And actually, it's going to come anyway. No matter what happens or how you think you're doing, I feel like it's all going to come. It's definitely going to come. This is what this card is saying. You've done your best. So even when you feel like, I'm working so hard on healing myself, I'm working so hard with the boundaries, with moving on, and yet there are certain things that I feel keeps coming up again in my head or in my space. So when this happens, do employ the help of crystals, have crystals help you, and really know that at this moment you're downloading extra energy so that it's easier for you to heal. And I feel like for this group, maybe as you wake up every day, do notice how much you've changed compared to the night before, compared to, let's say, the past few days. I feel that in your sleeping times, as you dream, as you astral travel, there's also a lot of healing that the universe, your guides, your star friends, your friends from other galactic worlds, they're helping you during those times. So at the human level, if you felt that you've done your best and yet you're still struggling, just relax and keep, praying to the angels, having crystals help you to overcome any energetic residuals that might be in your space. So there are a lot of energies here that are helping you. So don't let yourself be caught up with worrying. And yes, definitely your heart is recognizing all the work that you've put into trying to heal yourself. And I think you've been doing a very good job, because you've really been, working on massively healing your energy. Okay, so group 2, this is all I have for you. I hope you found this reading helpful. And if you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. And I hope to see you in my other videos. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group 3. So if you've picked this rock here, this is your reading. I will be drawing some tarot cards right now to assess any message that your heart has. This is going to be a message about how, anything that you might need to pay attention to, so that you can really prepare yourself for the next stage in your journey, for the next chapter that is unfolding in your life. So right now, as we are, through these summer months, I feel that a lot of us are actually in preparation for the next things, the next chapter of our lives. So we're clearing out a lot of energies. We are really balancing out certain things, and we're finishing off the last chapter. We're finishing off the last chapter that we were in, so that we can move on and really welcome the new that will be starting after the retrograde season. So we have 3 cards here. I'm going to draw a few more. Okay, this one here. Let me just check with the deck to see if there are more cards that want to come through. Okay, I have 2 more. So I'm just going to leave these to the side here. See, I wanted to do this heart-shaped spread, but anyway. So this is your first card, the Sun. Second card, you have the 5 of Pentacles. Third here, the Tower. 4th here, Strength. And the 3 here, the 5th here, the 3 of Cups. Okay, and this card here is the Queen of Cups. Over here, the King of Swords. I feel that in your heart there is the energy of fear, actually. This fear could be stemming really from things that have been, crumbling down from beneath your feet. So foundations that have cracked up, foundations that were not solid, things really crumbling down from, from the base of where you were standing, and things not really going according to expectations, or things really needing to have a complete overhaul, things really not being able to continue on anymore on the path that that was so familiar to you. So this has actually caused some fearful energies that you could be feeling really, at the core of your heart, really feeling it, not really even, not even just on the mental level. This is really on the emotional level. You feel the fear. I feel that you feel, a worry of not having enough, a worry that whatever that has crumbled down, that was so much a foundation of your life that had that you've really actually relied a lot upon. This thing that has not that isn't able to stand solid through these changes, is actually making you feel very worried about your security, about your future, about how things are going to be, what lies ahead in front of you. So I'm also feeling at the core, at the very center of who you are, you're somebody who enjoys celebrating life. You do enjoy having fun. You do really enjoy the lighter side of life, where things are a little more lighthearted, where you're a very jovial person. You like festivities. You like being, partying and socializing with people, and you're actually in general somebody very optimistic, somebody who likes to see the brighter side of life, to be a little more positive in life. But whatever that has really happened, I feel like this has really pulled away any sense of security that you felt in your life, because I felt that a big part of what you've really saw about your life, what you've really relied on for foundation in your life, this has really crumbled down, and you've realized, I feel, from whatever that has happened, that a lot of, you've been so reliant on these things, that these were really the pillars of support that has really kept you going. And so right now, I feel that your heart is saying that you need to download the emotional energy so that you can build strength from within. You can have that strength in your heart without needing to rely on, these physical foundations that were so supportive of you. And this is really a period, I feel, where you need to stand your ground. You need to really be very firm with yourself as to what kinds of energies, what kinds of emotional energies you're allowing into your heart space, and what kinds of energies you're not allowing into your heart space. I feel that whatever has happened really has all been for your own good, to help you align more with your inner emotions, the inner core of who you are on the emotional level. So I have a feeling that some of these, like more light-hearted energies, some of these happier energies, you were really getting them from your interactions with other people based upon the foundation that you have had before. So it could be that, you've had a great job, you've had, a certain position in the company, and all these things were really things that were at the very foundation of your identity, of who you are, really dictating, the kinds of people you associate yourself with, the kinds of people that you would hang out with, the kinds of people that you would relate to. And it was really through your interactions with these people that you were getting, the sun energy, the Three of Cups energy, satisfying your need for social connections, and you know, um, the energies of having fun, partying. But I feel that perhaps at the core of your heart, at a more um, at the most inner part of your heart, these things were not very satisfying to you anymore, and you really wanted to liberate yourself from these energies. And to have to do that, to be able to liberate yourself, you're needing to be that strength for yourself, to find, the energy from within your heart, so that you do not need to rely on these foundations that had built you up. So at this moment, you might be feeling left out in the cold, you might be feeling uncertain about your future, about what could really happen in the future, because this was the world that you had been so familiar with, this was the world that you had known. But these cards are really saying that you'll be fine, because you're just going to grow stronger from not needing to rely on these things that you had thought were so important, so necessary in your life. You're going to find the strength to build up something new, to build up something that can replace this old foundation that you had. And this is really going to propel you forward so that you can be more aligned with your heart, with what your heart truly wants. And also, you'll be able to see through this experience that your mind and your heart can really move together in harmony. So, right now, your logical mind might not be able to fathom how things are going to be, what has happened, why things have happened, and perhaps you might have had some dreams that you wanted to come into manifestation for you, or some fantasies that you've had that you didn't think was possible. But with this disruption that has happened, I think it's going to help you really align your heart and your mind energy so much more, because your mind wouldn't have this foundation that it can rely on for an understanding of reality, because this reality has already crumbled down. um, you are needing to download the strength, this emotional strength. And through this, I feel that your mind could also be elevated into seeing new possibilities, the new paradigm that can unfold for you. So I feel like drawing like maybe one or two more cards from the tarot to see if we can get some kind of confirmation or extra details about all this that I am understanding from your cards. All these that seem to be unfolding, in your life. If there's anything else I can get, any information. I'm also drawn to this eye here that is at the top of the card, this Tower card. I feel that all these things that have happened, this was all part of your soul's plan. This was all part of a divine plan. This is the divine really looking down at you and having these changes come about. So the eye looks a little scary, but I feel like it's almost reminding me of how, we're always, this was something that has been known before. At least, at the divine level, at the level of your soul. So definitely with the Two of Wands, again, with this man looking down, I feel like this was all part of a plan, or even part of a plan that that is happening between you and different soul family members or soul friends, that you guys wanted to have this disruption come about so that a greater plan can unfold. You're looking down, you're seeing all these different pieces of the puzzle, these different pieces of the puzzle that you want to bring together to create a beautiful and complete picture. You're really looking down to see how that can happen. And I feel like this was all orchestrated for the more beautiful picture to come together. So if life had gone on the way it had been before, then this beautiful picture wouldn't have been able to come together. These different puzzle pieces would still be drifting, separately in different places all over. So yes, with the Five of Cups, this is definitely a period of time where you're feeling a lot of grief in your heart, in addition to the fear. And perhaps there might be also a sense of disappointment at things not working out, despite a lot of work or energy that you've put into. But I don't think anything was actually wasted, because with the Strength card, this card really coming right on top of the Strength card, I feel that whatever that you've worked on building up in the past, whatever that you've put your energy into, it's not like these are all gone with the Tower moments that you're experiencing in your life or you'll be experiencing in your life. I don't think these things are gone at all. I feel that through you building, this past foundation up, you've actually gained a lot of knowledge, a lot of understanding about how to create certain things. And this is actually adding to the strength that you have, to the repertoire of the knowledge, the skills that you have. And yes, you might be grieving right now for these things that are not helping, that are not working out. But with these two cups here, I feel that whatever that you've put into building up in the past is going to carry on into the future, into the next stage of your life. So you might be building up something that is similar or that building up process might come more easily, but it's definitely going to be different in some ways on the foundational level. I do feel that this is very much speaking of an energetic upgrade and energetic elevation, where there are certain energies that you really needed to move away from, to download new energies so that you can be more independent in your life. You can be a higher and a more complete version of yourself. So the Sun card and the Three of Cups card, they definitely speak to me about the inherent nature of who you are. Somebody who really likes to enjoy your life, who likes to have fun. You will be getting all these things back. You will be feeling these energies again, but at a higher and more elevated level, I feel. And at a level that is more aligned with your divine feminine, that is more pure and more heart-based. So right now I am going to pull some angel therapy cards to see if there's additional information or healing that can be brought to your heart at this moment. But yes, I feel that your heart is really saying that it is important to acknowledge this stage in your life when you're feeling so, a little heartbroken, a little sad. So these are feelings that you might want to acknowledge as much as you enjoy being happy generally. And yes, I feel that you understand intellectually that these are all things that are happening to you for your highest good. But like I've mentioned, it's good to also acknowledge at present, any present fears or worries that you have. Ascended Masters. So definitely this card is speaking about elevating to the next level, ascending in your vibration to a different energetic level, so that you're more aligned with your soul friends, with your divine feminine, and this is all part of your plan, your soul's plan for you to come into a higher level of being at this moment. Emotional sensitivity. So yes, definitely allow yourself to feel your emotions a little, to be sensitive to how you're feeling inside, to not always be in this King of Swords energy where you want to get things done, you want to move ahead, you want to plan ahead. I feel that as you sort out your emotions about all these disruptions that have happened, about your worries, about your fears, and working on downloading new energy for you to be emotionally, back to an equilibrium, back to where you usually are. I feel that your next chapter in life is going to unfold as you are able to do that. But this is definitely all part of your plan to elevate in your level of consciousness. So with this card here, this woman's face is really drawing my attention. She looks to me as if she's about to cry. So again, yes, with this card too. So this boy could be crying. So definitely at this moment, as strong as you can be usually as a person, do take the time to feel out your emotions. And I feel that as you allow yourself to be more vulnerable inside, you will actually ironically become stronger as a person. You will be able to develop the strength through allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to be weak, to cry, to assess all these emotions that might not be very familiar to you. I'm going to take a look at some mandala cards right now, flower crystal mandala cards, to see what kinds of healing we can bring to your heart at this moment. Or, this could be an energy that you can connect to after this reading as you meditate. So, healing for group number 3. to help them overcome the current challenges, to help them heal their hearts during this current time so that they can move forward to the next chapter. Too many cards, just like 1 or 2, please. Healing for group number 3, for them to move into the next chapter of their lives. Okay, these 2. So you have the coxcomb and the violet. All this red here is definitely speaking to me of abundance. And I'm seeing also an orange tint here, so the sacral chakra as well. What this is really speaking to me about is your need to find security within yourself. So you need to have that strength to really, replenish whatever energy that is missing in your root chakra. Whatever energy in your root chakra that you've been so reliant on, on these other things that are not working out. So these things that did not work out, you're needing to heal them, within yourself on the root chakra level, so that you won't be so affected by them in the future, so that in the future you will actually be more independent, more powerful as a person, and you will sense a greater power or a greater level of independence as you're able to move past whatever fears that you're facing right now, whatever worries that you're facing right now, because you're really at a stage of your life where you can't rely on these things anymore. Your spirit, your soul really wants to move on to the next level. So I'm drawn to these crystal towers here. I'm not sure if you can see them. They look like crystal towers to me, but I think they're all part of this flower. So yes, definitely also with the sacral, I feel that if you've been relying on certain friends, certain people for, joy in your life, to have fun, you're needing to be more independent from these people and things, so that this is actually coming from within yourself and not so much reliance on having interactions with these people or having certain activities in your life. You want to be independent and actually be able to create these things from within your soul, according to what you believe is right, according to what is aligned with your hearts and with your soul. With the violet card here, this violet with the green, definitely seeing at the heart chakra level and at the level of the divine, there is a lot of downloading that is happening, a lot of energetic support, energetic influence that is really coming down into your emotional body, into your heart space, into your soul, into your entire being, so that you can come into a greater alignment with your heart and with your soul. And also, I feel that this energy is very delicate, very soft and gentle. And this could be an energy that is much more aligned with who you are as a, I want to say divine feminine. So because each person carries within them the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And for me, this card is saying that at the soul level, your divine feminine is actually an energy that is very soft, very delicate. You do have a gentler, softer side that might not actually, that wasn't very satisfied, I feel, with your interactions with these people from your past or the environment that you were in. You want to come into more alignment at the soul level with this divine feminine energy or the essence of who you are, so that you feel greater satisfaction within And I feel that this energy is actually going to be much better for you emotionally as well. So as you become stronger within, as you become more reliant on yourself and not so much on these other people and things, you will also be freer to feel your emotions within yourself, to allow this part of yourself to shine. So whatever that you're able to do, in the outer exterior world, it could be that on the surface, things wouldn't change so much in your next chapter, but that the energy which is propelling these things that you're creating would be very different. So you'll be creating from the energy, the softer, gentler energy of the heart space, to recreate these things that you want. But the energy that is, giving birth to it, this would be so different from what you've known in your heart and what you're used to inside. And I think that this energy is actually going to be so much more aligned with who you really are, and who your soul friends are, your soul tribe is. Okay, last of all, I am going to draw some cards from this deck here. These are messages that I've channeled for this reading. Heart messages that your heart wants to say to you, to bring you closer to your heart, and for you to recognize anything that they may be trying to say or speak out to you. So, okay, just make sure that these are all upright. Messages for people from group number 3, please. Heart messages from the heart. Feeling, this one here. Okay, you have the card, you're beautiful. This is really nice. This is strange too, because it doesn't seem to be relevant to these things that we've been speaking of, but maybe this is a special card for you. You might see a hidden meaning within these words, or there might be a hidden message for you. This might be pertaining to some of the thoughts that you've been having about yourself or your heart. And as I'm speaking, I feel like this could also be talking about you, as a person, but also on the level of the heart. You have a beautiful heart. That's what it's saying. Okay, so I'll just leave this here for you to interpret. And group number 3, I think this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye!